Not too many spoilers this week, but I'm going to do it regardless. Just stay tuned and relax and enjoy the video, guys. Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Anime Mega Reviews, and this week I am very surprised to just say that there really aren't that many Black Clover spoiler panels this week, and I think that's probably a good thing. I think so far, like in the past month, there's just been literal like leaks upon leaks upon leaks of Black Clover manga panels, and it's kind of odd because that's basically they're showing the whole entire manga before we actually see it. So this week I believe there were only like 3 panels, and so the main panels just to talk about is, of course, it's starting off where we saw last week where our boy Asta is going against Nacht, and Liebe, he just, it's weird. Like, he's into like this little tiny form, and Nacht actually informs Asta that apparently because Asta's contract was just made, then at first Liebe is going to be like in this small form, and then after that they're going to transform that into like a full-on, I guess, assimilation into the demon slash Asta. So in a way, it kind of reminds me of Spirit Dive, because the way that Nacht explained it, at least this is the way that the translations are coming out, that essentially the demon possessors have an ability that's very similar to Spirit Dive, whereby they're able to fuse with their demons and they're able to take on this new form. And that is what our boy Nacht is doing. And then Nacht and Asta, they engage in a full-on fight. And I have to say, I really am liking Nacht's like demon form. Like, he has claws and everything and a tail. It looks pretty great. Like, I have to say this. I'm not really sure how many demons Nacht actually has. I know that at max is like 4, but then in some of the panels we see like literal hundreds of demons. So our boy Asta, he's doing his thing with the anti-magic demon, and Asta's form, it doesn't look any different. It looks the same, and I believe that Yuki Tabata is most likely hiding that for maybe a future chapter, maybe just soon. And I'm glad that he kind of didn't necessarily reveal it just too quickly, because Asta, mind you guys, like, he just kind of got a new form with that one arm. He kind of got a new attack when he finished off Dante when he was fighting with Yami. So it's pretty cool to see that, Yuki Tabata, he's leaving some stuff up his sleeve, because if it's just revealed too soon, I'm like, I don't really know how I feel about that. Also, in Black Clover chapter 242, we got Asta's new form, and I think that maybe this is just a one theory that we actually could see a mixture of that form and something new that would eventually come. So possibly, when we saw Asta in Black Clover chapter 242, when he was fighting against Dante, he had claws and he had the tail and everything. So I believe that that's just like a foreshadowing of just what's to come. Because if we look at Nacht's form, Nacht also has the same things that Asta had as well. So far, we don't really see Asta having any changes in his black form. But again, guys, I just believe that what we saw in Black Clover chapter 242 was just a precursor of sort of like what's to come. And also, if you guys remember, just from the Dark Triad forms as well, we saw that they had tails, especially with Dante. I think, now actually check that, I think that Dante was the only Dark Triad member that we saw that actually had a tail. Xenon most likely has 80% power as well. Vonica, she's 70%, but I just think that around the time that when they actually fight again, she'll most likely be at 80. So it's pretty awesome to see. Now, next week, what I'm just predicting is that, well, actually not next week, guys, because Jump is going to go on break for about 2 to 3 weeks. So actually, I probably won't see you guys until maybe like December as far as like a Black Clover spoiler review. I will definitely drop other videos, especially with the new information that was just received with this week's chapter. Of course, it's all going to come out the same. It's going to come out on Friday and everything. But again, guys, 3 weeks until the next Black Clover chapter. What do we do until then? Well, we do have a lot to look forward to as far as the Black Clover anime. And I believe that very soon it's going to get out of filler land, because filler is just, look, I love filler sometimes and sometimes I hate it. Like, honestly, I believe that this filler arc has just been drawn out way, way, way too much. I know that we did just see the Heart Kingdom, and so hopefully we get to see the training soon, and that's about 2 to 3 weeks. So I think we're going to see some pretty good, fights upcoming, because obviously there's going to be some cool fights with like the Heart Kingdom, because Asta and Noelle and the rest of the Black Bulls didn't just get this train out of nowhere. Obviously, there's going to be some cool fights, possibly between Noelle and Spirit Guardians. We also see Noelle training with Lopatrika as well. Asta, I'm not exactly sure who trained him exactly, so we're finally going to be able to get some information about that as well. Maybe he did it all on his own. I have no idea. I mean, we do see Yuno kind of doing stuff all on his own, so it wouldn't really surprise me if Asta sort of did like this same exact thing. In other Black Clover news, I believe that the author note that I just read was that Yuki Tabata was cold, or he had a cold. I'm sorry, not was cold, but had a cold. So yeah, man, just really keep this dude in prayers. Hopefully it's not like coronavirus. Now again, I just read the author's comment, so I could be wrong. I maybe have to just read it again. But he did say that he had the cold and his daughter had a cold, so hopefully it's not nothing to really just worry about. Because Yuki Tabata, he's just been putting out fire. And sometimes, these manga creators, they just overwork themselves. I know that's kind of been one of the main concerns of the manga industry is that, these writers and these animators, they literally like work themselves to death almost. Like they legitimately only have, I believe it was like 7 hours out of a whole entire week to actually have to themselves to like relax. And so that's one of the things that we kind of really just take for granted as Black Clover fans and just manga fans in general, is that basically these guys can keep just pumping out these awesome mangas without any, repercussions or consequences to their health. And that's just not true. But anyway, guys, that does it for me today. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Also, comment down below and tell me what you guys loved about this video. And also smash that like button. It does so well in the algorithm. And let's have a discussion. I love when we discuss Black Clover. Again, this is kind of like a short video. There weren't that many spoilers. I might do another video if more panels come out so we can talk about some more information. But as for right now, I'm officially done tonight. Make sure you guys stay safe out there, and peace.